Well, hello everybody, this is Chris Frame here, and this is a tour of the Sea Princess, which has just completed its refit in Singapore and is now operating an extended service around Australia. So come on board with us and let's have a look at the newly refurbished interiors of the Sea Princess. One of the first things that traditionalists will enjoy is the teakwood decks on the promenade deck. And after embarkation, you end up in the atrium, and this leads onto a multi-leveled atrium area, and we're standing on the lower level at the moment, which is actually very highly utilized due to the clever use of space with the purser's desk and also cafes and other activity areas surrounding the atrium. One such cafe is La Patisserie, and this is both a cafe lounge and also the location of the shore excursion office, which we thought was very clever because instead of just having an office randomly placed throughout the ship, you actually have the option to enjoy a coffee whilst you wait to book your shore tour. And this area leads out onto the main atrium, which we can see here as you're looking up from the lower level. And it's all been refreshed with new LED lighting and new carpeting throughout. There's the shopping promenade which surrounds the atrium, and then the large staircase which you can see there, as well as the glass elevators, which give a great view as they go up and down the ship. And the ship has a number of restaurants, some of which lead off from the main atrium area, and one of those is Travita. And here we get a view of the refurbished interior. They replaced all of the carpeting and redid the lighting. And this was done throughout the ship, and in fact gave the interior of the ship a very new and fresh appearance. So here we see the crooner's bar, and again it's been refreshed and refurbished, new chair coverings. And then we go and have a look at the pizza bar, and this part of the ship is very popular during cruises because they make all sorts of different specialty pizzas fresh to order from this area here. So when the ship's at sea, it's really very busy area of the ship, and quite a large space too to accommodate all the different passengers. We have the Monte Carlo Casino, which leads down a small spiral staircase to the Nook, which is a whiskey bar, and again a very popular area. And one of the nice things about this ship is all of the small hideaway bars and lounges, which are relatively large for their size, but because they're all sort of intimately placed throughout the ship, it gives it a much more sort of cozy ambience. We also have the sports bar, which is called Legends, and this is very popular with live sporting games such as AFL, Australian football, and soccer matches that are played on the big screens throughout the bar, and it's decorated in Australian sporting memorabilia, so you can see AFL shirts there, and also the cricket bats. And then we also have the library, which is very popular during sea days with a selection of books, and that leads into the internet cafe. Now the Vista Lounge is the ship's secondary lounge. It's pretty big. It's located at the aft end of the ship, and here's where you have a series of different activities throughout the day, games, entertainment, smaller lectures. The main lectures are held in the Princess Lounge, but the secondary lectures are held in the Vista Lounge. And then the ship also has a spa, the Lotus Spa, which has a salon and a spa area, and then it leads into the gym and the aerobics room. There's a very good selection of gym equipment here, cardio equipment, treadmills, exercise bikes, and an aerobics room that has its own spinning classes.
And the carpet's very clever because you'd think you're on stones like you would if you go into a lodge.
Very cool. So Camp Discovery has been completely revamped on the ship, and it's been done in conjunction with the Discovery Channel, and this is the youth centre, and so there's different areas for the different aged young people on board the ship, and it leads out to the open deck where a brand new LED screen has been installed replacing the older one with a much crisper image. There are two main swimming pools. The lighting inside each pool has been updated with LED lighting, so they change colour as the evening goes on. They were empty during the port visit, but were filled up when the ship went to sea. And all of the decking has been replaced on the top decks as well. So now let's take a look at the cabins, and there's different cabin categories as you might expect. This is a standard balcony cabin, which has the queen bed there, made up and ready for the guests to arrive. It's pretty spacious. All the carpeting and furniture has been refreshed during the refit. It has nice artworks on the walls, a relatively large television, and you can see the balcony there as well as a writing desk. So plenty of amenities in the standard balcony cabin. And here's a look at the bathroom. It's a reasonable size. It's got vacuum flush toilets and a shower. So here's a mini suite on B deck.
I love the entrance into the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's really nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Comes around with a...
And it's the new luxury bed program as well.
And this is a mini suite.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's very spacious too.
It is.
TV near the bed as well. And a walk-in robe. We'll just have a quick look at the bathroom. Oh, it's a marble bathroom. And the shower has a shower door rather than a shower screen. Shower curtain rather. A nice little faux stained glass window. And a spa bath. Every single passenger stairway has art on each of the stairway landings. And one of the nicest rooms on board was the wheelhouse bar, quite different in style to the rest of the ship, but it was a very nautical themed area and actually pays homage to the fact that when the ship was designed, Princess was owned by P&O, and so it's got P&O and Orient heritage inside it, which makes for quite a nice surprise, particularly for the maritime buffs. And at the front of the ship is the main show lounge, the Princess Lounge. And here's where you have your main evening shows, as well as the main lectures and keynote speeches, and other main events where a large audience may turn up. And you can see the tiered seating there. It has a large stage and a large screen. And it's all been refreshed during the refit as well. Taking a look at some more cabins, now we're on Emerald Deck, and this is a standard inside cabin. It's a queen bed layout, and lots of space, relatively large bathroom. And then we go also on Emerald Deck to a standard twin cabin with the twin beds, and here we have a cabin with a porthole or a window in this case, and it's got the TV there facing the beds, some water, some amenities, a seating chair, and the dresser there with the telephone. Beds are nicely made up. Princess has their own bed design, which they've introduced on board the ship now. And again, some more artwork as we make our way towards the gangway to depart the ship. So what did you think of the Sea Princess and her refurbishments post her refit in Singapore? Let us know in the comments below, and please remember to like, share and subscribe.